The definition of a critique is a detailed analysis and assessment of something, especially a literary, philosophical, or political theory. Knowing and understanding this definition is vital for discussing the Boondocks and why it is one of the most important shows ever aired on American television. The Boondocks is an animated satire series that ran on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim block from 2005 to 2014. The show consists of 4 seasons that total 55 episodes. It is both laugh-out-loud hilarious and provides one of the most insightful critiques of black culture. But what makes the Boondocks such an important series? Well, dear viewer, once again, I'll provide an answer to this question with this video. The Boondocks, a powerful critique of black culture. The Boondocks began life as a comic strip in 1996. The strip was drawn by then 22-year-old Aaron McGruder. The strip follows the various misadventures of the Freeman family after relocating from South Chicago to the white suburb of Woodcrest. The title Boondock refers to the isolation from primarily African-American urban life that the characters feel. The comic strip serves as a satire tackling issues ranging from post-9/11 paranoia to the problems with black stereotypes in modern society. The comic was published on Hitlist.com, an early online music website, and eventually found its way in the monthly hip-hop magazine The Source in 1997. After gaining popularity, the strip made a national debut in newspapers on April 19, 1999. After shopping around the TV pilot to various places, McGruder eventually sold the television and film rights to Sony Pictures. The first episode premiered on Adult Swim on November 6, 2005. The structure of the TV show is similar to that of the comic with one distinction: the use of expletives, specifically the highly controversial word nigga, a word that was mostly unheard of in such frequency on most black cable shows at the time. One of the things that makes this show such a powerful critique of black culture is the rampant use of the word. Aaron McGruder defends the word's use in the show, stating, "This isn't the nigga show. I just wish we would expand the dialogue and evolve past the same conversation that we've had over the past 30 years about race in our country. I just hope to expand the dialogue and hope the show will challenge people to think about things they wouldn't normally think about, or think about in a very different way." This quote from McGruder sums up the show's whole idea. The Boondocks is an unbiased messenger of truth and doesn't care who it offends. The show aims to educate no matter the fear of the controversy it may cause in the process. The characters in the Boondocks also serve as a critique. Each character in the show is meant to represent a different aspect of black culture. For the sake of time, I will just talk about the main characters. Huey represents the smart and well-educated black man that knows all too well the problems plaguing his race, but no one will listen to him. Riley represents the wannabe thug black man that is too invested in pop culture, materialism, and the pursuit of status to care about anything else. Granddad represents the older generation of blacks that are too busy dwelling in past accomplishments and struggles to see what is happening in the present. Uncle Ruckus and Tom Dubois are almost two sides of the same coin. One represents black hate and overzealous white praise, while the other represents a black man who has successfully integrated into white culture and lost his cultural identity. Both men are critiques of the idea of an Uncle Tom, or a black man that kisses up to the white people. Through these characters, their interactions with each other, and the characters around them, the audience is shown what plagues blacks of the modern era and why is it important to be aware. Each episode of the Boondocks displays a different and powerful critique of black culture. One of the most powerful critiques the Boondocks makes is in its magnum opus, The Return of the King. The episode serves as an answer to the question, what if Martin Luther King Jr. was still alive in modern-day America? The true critique of black culture comes from King himself in the manner of a speech he gives to the public toward the end of the episode. The speech parodies King's I Have a Dream speech, stating,
"I had a dream once. It was a dream that little black boys and little black girls would drink from the river of prosperity, freed from the thirst of oppression. But lo and behold, some 4 decades later, what have I found but a bunch of trifling, shiftless, good-for-nothing niggers?"
Through King, Aaron McGruder relays his gripes about the black community. This episode is powerful because it not only shows how black people have lost their way, but it makes note of the fact that most blacks have forgotten the sacrifices people like King have made for them. Other episodes of the show also give powerful critiques of black culture, like the exclusion of gay rappers from hip-hop and the overall feelings of gays in the black community, the no snitching rule, black-on-black violence, which the show is dubbed as nigga moments, the legitimacy of BET programming, and the pandering of black cinema. The Boondocks is a show unlike any other. It is highly dense and filled with various critiques of not just black culture, but culture in general. Although the show declined in quality after its 3rd season, the reputation of what came before will always live on. The Boondocks is so powerful because it is written from the perspective of the inside looking out. McGruder doesn't ridicule or scoff at his race, he merely criticizes the parts about it he doesn't like. In fact, he uses parts of black culture he does like to provide a very subtle contrast. Throughout the show, there are numerous references to black movies and important black figures. Also, most of the soundtrack for the show uses songs from underground hip-hop artists. The show is one of my personal favorites and I can't recommend it enough. Although it isn't for everyone, it should be experienced by everyone. Before I end this video, let me leave you with a few crucial pieces of wisdom.
Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time and good night.